that is all right because we are all set and the game is away and fired. So we have a pretty stacked
Okay,
lobby
I'm gonna
today.
say not a bonus game.
Lena
Am I
Kitty
right?
is in the first seat. If you want to check out Lena's POV, she is streaming on Twitch.
You're insanely ill.
And next, we have Hotbunz in the second seat. She's on pink, the namesake for the tournament here, since we are in the quarterfinal group 2 of the Hotbunz World Tour. So uh, probably a couple eyes on Hotbunz to see how she does in her own tournament. And so far, she seems to have done pretty well to have made it to the quarterfinals. Next in third, we have Blue Level, who is on green and was kind enough to share his screen to the Discord for us on PRT. Oh, by the way, Buns is also, of course, streaming on her Twitch if you want to check that out. So the player 1, 2, and 3 in the turn order here, you can see their POVs. The players who POVs you cannot see.
Um,
First up from that list is Fitzhugh Hayashi on blue. He's in the fourth seat. Silent Legend is on purple in the fifth seat.
I
And then last but
guess
not least, we
in
have
doing
Riedel
this, my only
in
card,
the
right?
sixth seat on black.
I'm still reading.
Yep, Fitz or Lena, Lena, because she's my teammate. Wait, you're not playing. Yeah. Uh, Carter almost made it into this game, but a swap happened instead of a waitlist pool. Alrighty, so the Blizzard configuration for this seems pretty interesting. All the Blizzards are kind of centralized right in the middle of the board. Um, you have I don't know the exact territory names, but that does create a bit of a choke through that middle section, which is currently occupied by Blue Level. He's got a couple threes blocking up that middle section there, and then the only other way down south, aside from the portals, of course, is through Lena's two. So everyone's positioning themselves, grabbing cards as needed. The portal configuration is also interesting. The eastmost portal is South Africa. Every other portal is on the west side of this map. There's nothing that portals you um, over to the east, over into Asia Minor or any of those locations. Um, so now we've seen everyone's first turn. Let's take a look at the bonuses for Africa Advanced. We have 5+3s. Europe, Asia Minor are both +3s. I say this all the time. I don't think Europe should be +3 on this map. It should be like 4 at least, I feel like. Then down south you have Southern Africa and East Africa. And then over in the west, well, you have the West Africa +3. The one +4 that is on this map is Horn of Africa, which is on the east side there. Then you have 3+6s, North Africa, the Sahara, and Central Africa. And that is it for the bonuses. Um, I normally try to discuss the settings before the game starts, uh, but I didn't quite get the chance to do that before the game started. But the settings for this game, and by the way, the quarterfinal rounds are 3-game series. So we have the Africa Advanced map. It's on 70% domination, blizzards on, fog off, stable portals, auto placement, progressive cards, automated expert bots, 90-second turn timers, no alliances, and we do have balance blitz dice. Alrighty, so far I don't think we've seen anything too spicy happen. The 70% run for this map is going to be interesting because of um, the stable portal configuration as well as the blizzard configuration. The other thing that'll be interesting to see is if any player does decide to take a bonus. Okay, so because it's progressive 70%, what we're likely going to see in terms of how this game wraps up is somebody trading in either during the second or third round of trades, taking a bounty or two, and then running the 70% from there. Uh, I will say though, it is possible to see people just run the 70 without taking a bounty, but the players that are in here are probably going to opt to maximize points. All right, we do have a smidge of lag as Lena takes her third turn. Maybe a little bit more than a smidge of lag. Yeah, Europe is should be 5 at least. Rita, Lena, and Silent are the favorites. Atori plus 3, is that a record? Yeah. Buns did surprise a lot recently in turning performances. Yeah, that's certainly one thing you can say about Buns. She's pretty good at pulling out surprise wins. Um, 8 territory plus 3 is a record. I think there's worse. One bounty max. Yeah, been on one bounty into a failed. Yeah, it's frozen for me too. I'm not sure if Blues is experiencing the same freeze on his end or if it's just a stream issue on my end. Oh, Blue Level says his PC crashed. Well, that is a bummer. Want me to grab Lena's stream? Okay. I really don't like doing this, but okay. Right, we don't. Yeah. And he did seem a smidge hesitant to stream in the first place. So, let me see if I can get Lena's stream. Oh,
I just shared my screen.
oh, how's it going, Lena? Thank you. Let me switch over. Thank you for deafening. That's the stream I want. Okay. And okay, we have a stream. Yep, she's in. I feel a lot better about streaming things from the Discord share as opposed to taking another Twitch streamer's Twitch stream. Um, it's I pretty much never do that, so I'm glad Lena hopped in. I think she's aware of my feelings on it. Okay, so we did miss a turn cycle there. Hopefully, Blue Level will be able to join back into the game. Riedel is asking if we should restart. I'm not sure what the rules are on that. So, yeah, sometimes you're not sure. I hear what you're saying, Zerky. Yeah, I do feel bad for Blue though, says because it does seem like him screen sharing might have cost him point opportunity in this round. Well, I don't know. He didn't bot out. He's still playing the game. Because he's green. Blue level's green. He just took his turn, and that did not look like bot motion. So I do hope that he's just fine and back in the game. It is interesting. Blue level seems pretty close to taking the Sahara +6. There's just a couple of blue Fitz territories in the way. I don't think he's going for it, but it's just interesting to note that he's 2 territories away from that +6. Um, all right, so sorry, all kinds of stuff have been going on this morning with getting the streams straight. Anyway, yeah, man, I'm a little distracted. That being said, we should take a peek at the positions that everyone has. So, starting with Lena. Lena is on a 7-position play. She's got the little France corner. She's on Turkey. She's on whatever that territory is she's putting on now. I don't know what it's called. She's on Madagascar and some 2 other territories on the west side of the map. Doesn't look like looks like yeah, she has 2 card options and both of them are on black. Yeah, she's got the 6-1 in Greece and then a 4-1. So Lena seems relatively spread out. The Madagascar pocket is nice. The France pocket is nice. So Lena has a solid position. I will say it is a shame because she had no set on 4 and just drew a wild card. She is going to need to use that wild card that she just drew on her first trade. Bunz doesn't have anything on the east side of the board. You can kind of see pink almost as like a line that kind of wraps around, starting from Italy. It kind of wraps around the west side of the board, going all the way down to that 4 stack she's got in southern Africa. So if you're Bunz, you want to try to think about how you get to the east side of the board just so that you can have another position over there and further spread yourself out. For Fitz, unless I'm mistaken, yeah, Fitz doesn't have anything on the southern end of this board. His southernmost territory is that 4 that he's got on a portal in West Africa. Because he's got portal access, he does have. Oh, his bot is playing. Yeah, okay. Yep, that was. You're right. That's definitely a bot move there. But yeah, because his bot is playing, blue level's bot appears to be a taker bot, so that explains why it's going for the +6, which I believe there used to be a Fitz 3 in that +6, so Fitz lost that 3 to the bot on blue level's turn because blue level's bot did just set in on 4, so that was a bit of an early trade from the bot. But yeah, back to the positions. So Fitz's position doesn't have anything on the south end of the board, but he does have that little pocket 5 up in the northern end of this board for Europe, which should help him a little bit. But he's very close to only being in kind of 2 positions, which is the 3 territories he has on the top right, and then the 2 territories he has on the west. So if you're Fitz, you want to think about how you move south. All right. So Lena does have to trade her wild, but at least she gets 2 more troops for it because the bot set early. So Lena's taking the 6th trade. And checking out Silent's position. Silent is very well spread out. He's got a 6 in the Horn of Africa corner. He's got the Southern Africa territory, a 7 there. He's got what he spawned with in the Congo bonus, and then he's got a 6 in West Africa wedged in there. And then he's got a couple territories over in Europe. That 5 in particular is wedged into that top right corner nicely. So I think Silent is in a good spot. Bunz setting in for 8. And then Riedel's position, he's also reasonably spread out across the board. Has a 4 down in East Africa, a 6 down in Southern Africa, another 6 in the Sahara bonus, a 7 in the Horn right next to Lena's 14 stack, a 5 in Saudi, and then a 3 in Greece, which appears to be where he's been taking his cards from. The bot does some more bot things and fits you. From here on out, the trades are going to be the normal turn orders. So both Lena and Bunz benefited from the bot trading early because they go before the bot. Fitzhugh gets his normal trade worth 10. And he's making a couple 10 stacks off in the east and taking his card off his portal. So it will be interesting to see how this game shakes out. Because there's a bot in play, and because the bot set early, you'll notice that the bot is under 30 troops, so it's entirely likely. It's honestly, it's probably certain that the bot is the bounty that gets taken this game. So folks in chat, we're predicting only one bounty will be this game. That and then that bounty into the run. That bounty is almost certainly going to be the bot. And because the bot has been trying to take the Sahara, it only has a few exteriors aside from the positions it's taken in the Sahara bonus. Silent set and got the 12. Riedel is now setting in for the 15. So after the first round of trades, Riedel is just north of 50 troops. So he is the troop lead for now. And Lena, Hotbunz, and Fitz are all right around 40, and Silent is just under 50 troops. Meanwhile, the bot is on less than 30. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see if Lena got a set on 4 here. She did not get a set on 4 during the first round of trades and had to use that wild card. So if I was Lena, I'd be mildly frustrated if I yet again didn't have a set on 4, particularly after trading. So thankfully she does. So she likely will be turning in the 20 trade, but it does depend on whether or not the bot decides to set in early. Okay, Bunz is combining stacks. Is now closed to the southern end of the board, would have to get in there from the portal. But that 12 is doing a very good job of blocking all entrances to the south end of the board. In addition to Silence 12 on the portal in Southern Africa. Between those two 12 stacks from pink and purple, the southern end of the board is locked down to blue. It looks like green and white and black are all in there, but Fitz does not have a way to make a kill in Southern Africa without going through a 12 stack. We do see the bot set on 3, sets early to get his bonus. So blue level took the 20 trade, which means that Lena is sitting on the 25 trade, but did lose troops. So Lena is on 25 there. So yeah, Lena was the one worst beat up by the bot setting on 3 there. So if Lena doesn't trade here, she will almost certainly be the fish. And because the bot traded, the bot has helped its chances of surviving a smidge longer. But because Lena was beaten so badly there, beaten so badly up by the bot there, she does not really have a kill on anyone. Yeah, 53 troops is not going to cut it. So this is very much a survival trade here, which makes sense. Very much makes sense for her to do. It will be interesting to see if Bunz or Fitz are able to make a kill when they trade in. I don't know that Bunz will have quite enough troops to make a kill. We do see Lena take a bonus. Is not guarding the Madagascar entry into that bonus from Silent. I think is hoping that that the board will let her recoup some of the troops she lost to the bot by taking that bonus. Bunz sets in for the 30 trade. So 74 trade, that could be cutting it close on eliminating someone, but it does not appear as though she's going for any kills. If I was Bunz, I don't think I would go for a kill here, but you would certainly be thinking about it. There's no doubt she looked to see what her potential lines might have been. Blue level bot held the +6 bonus, putting on 9 troops. Does the bot damage anyone, or is the bot just going to be able to take a card? The bot just takes a simple card. Fitzhugh sets in with the 35 trade. Has a total of 80 troops. Can Fitz capitalize on Silent or Riedel? And I apologize, I'm a terrible caster and streamer. I just noticed that Riedel card skipped and did not go to 4 cards. That means Riedel is sitting on a trade on 3. And saw no reason to take another card to make sure that he didn't die with the next round of sets. Fitz appears to be going for the Silent Legend kill, slams a portal of his, or a stack of his, and is now slamming a portal of his. Does he have enough? It looks like he does to bag the Silent kill. Blue level's PC crashed, Cecil. So yeah, this does appear to be the Silent Legend kill from Fitz. And he gets it. GG's to Silent Legend, and well played to Fitzu Hayashi, taking the first bounty of this game and this quarterfinal round. Fitzu sets in Silence trade of 40 troops. Can he chain Riedel? Or does he just run the 70 from here? Riedel would be the only player that he would be thinking about killing right now, because Riedel's the only one that would set him in turn if he is able to get the kill. He does not appear to be going for it. Riedel survives to set on 3 for the 45 trade. Puts him back on the troop lead, but at a card disadvantage. Right now, this game is Fitz's game to lose. I think, in my opinion, I think it's fair to say that Fitz is favored this game. Riedel is going to hit some Fitz. This might be a run. It does appear as though Riedel is attempting the 70% run on 43%. That 5 has nowhere else to go. 45%. I'm not sure Riedel has it. It could be close. Looks like he's going to continue. I think that's probably a fair decision. He's come this far already. Gets really good dice on that 5. Holy smokes. 54%. That could make the difference, but it's still going to be quite tight. He needs to hit a 7 here. Gets excellent dice on that 7. Now needs to hit a 3, and now needs a 3v1. I do not know what those dice were from Riedel, but holy smokes. With some wild dice, Riedel sets on 3 to pull out the 70% run. Wow. Congrats to Riedel. But somebody look at this man's dice to make sure they're not loaded. But no, congrats to Riedel. That was an excellent run. Puts him on 15 points. Okay. Yeah, that that run was something. I uh I honestly I don't have words. Somebody who's really smart with math ought to be able to should be able to calculate the odds of that. He had to win a 6v5 with enough left over to take another territory, and then with an 8 looking at a 7, a 3, and then a 3v1 had to have enough there. Um just absolutely wild. Below 20%. Yeah. Yep. His uh his dice were hot, and he went ahead and took that world tour right around the Africa Advanced map. But that is not the only stop on the world tour this quarterfinal round. We are now going to the New Zealand and Australia Advanced map for game 2. Hey, Bubba. And it looks like I might have my co-caster here for game 2. Oh, you want this boat? There you go, fella. Yeah, that boat is broken. Um, I might say less. Cecil says less than 10%. Yeah, if I'd have run that, I'd lose every time. Odds of just winning that 7-3-1 with 8 troops is bananas. Yeah, that's absolutely like. I mean, at that point, he had to try it, but yeah, the fact that he got it is nuts. He was so far deep in that he did have to attempt it. Um, but yeah, absolutely wild. All right, we got Buns on pink, once again hosting the game lobby. We got Fitzu Hayashi on blue, Lena Kitty on white, Riedel on black, Blue Level on green, and Silent Legend on purple. Buns is asking if the map settings are right. Yeah, it does need to be the advanced map. All right, our host Zaraki is helping out the Discord lobby, just making sure we have the right settings before we fire. So, following game 1, Riedel is on 15 points, taking the W in game 1 with no bounties. Fitzu Hayashi did not take the W, but did get a bounty, is on 3 points. Silent Legend, Lena Kitty, Hotbunz, and Blue Level all have the Consolation Donut on their scorecards right now. And we'll have 2 more opportunities to score points this round, one of which is starting right now. Alrighty, Lena once again in the first seat. By the way, folks, the settings for this game: New Zealand and Australia advanced map, 70% domination, no blizzards this time, no fog. We do still have stable portals. The placement is auto placement. The card bonuses are fixed. So this is a fixed 70% game, which means that the alliances are on, and we already see the handshakes and hearts flying all around the table here. Turn timer is 90 seconds. The bots are expert automated. The dice are balanced blitz. Unless you're Riedel, in which case the dice are loaded. Lena goes ahead and grabs 2 bonuses on the first turn here. Very solid opening. I can't imagine having any complaints about that opening there. Riedel is up in the second seat. And yeah, Lena is on a +5 with that open. Riedel is going to go ahead and take the South Island of New Zealand, worth 4. It does not look as though he has a second bonus that he can take with his spawn. So he's likely going to call that a turn with that 1 bonus take. So yeah, because it's fixed, not only are alliances on, but this is certainly going to be a, this is certainly going to be a bonus game. The Group 1 quarterfinal game 2, there were people holding as many as 3 bonuses on this map. All right, Bunz is in the third seat. Trying to look at what options she might have for a turn 1 bonus. Needs to win a 3v1 and a 2v1 if she wants to take that Western, I believe that's New South Wales is what that stands for. Unfortunately, does not get the 2v1. So she is going to be 1 territory shy of a +3. That is going to put her a smidge behind, particularly if the other 3 players on the board are able to bag a bonus on their turn 1s. Rolls a 3v1. I assume to try and fortify in the extra troop that she would have had, but unfortunately that troop died in the battle there. Silent Legend appeared to have been lining up a 2 bonus take, but decided to only take 1 and go for the 100% roll on the second bonus on his next turn. Fitz goes ahead and bags his +4 bonus in addition to a +3. Actually, I think that other bonus is a +2. We'll take a look at the bonuses following Blue Level's turn. Last but not least, we have Blue Level on green in the 6th seat. What options does he have? It looks like he's going to go for the North Island. Also, the cursor, if anyone's wondering, the cursor that's flying around the screen right now is not mine. That is Lena's. That's courtesy of our screen share. I'm pointing it out because I just noticed it and it was a smidge distracting to me there, so I can only imagine what you guys might be seeing. But if you want context for what she's talking about as she does her little cursor waves there, she is streaming on Twitch and I'm sure is commentating on what she's trying to do. So Blue Level does take the North Island for a +4. So we do see some negotiations occurring and happening, but you guys probably are going to want a better sense of what the bonuses on this advanced Australia-New Zealand map are, so we'll go ahead and take a look at those. You have Arnhem Land, and Groot aligned it. So yeah, I'm just going to butcher all these names. That's a +2. You got Far North Queensland, +2. Central Australia, +2. And I believe those are, no, when you have Kimberley, holy smokes, I can't talk, +2 over in the northwest corner of the board. Then you have a few +3s. You got the top end Tiwi Islands, the Gulf and North Queens Island, and Western North South Wales, which Bunz will finish taking this turn. And then you have a couple of +4s. You got Eastern New South Wales, you got Victoria and Tasmania, and then you got the North and South Islands of New Zealand. Then you have the +5 of South Australia and the +6 of Greater Western Australia. So I'm not sure what the context was for that thumbs down to Lena from Riedel there. They're trying to negotiate something out. I think Riedel wanted a second bonus that turn, but neither Lena nor Fitz fully moved out. Hotbunz finishes her +3 and is requesting that Lena move or roll her 3 out. Buns knows that she is going to need a little bit more than a +3 in this game. But unfortunately, I think it's safe to say that Buns is the fish this game. But don't count her out just yet. She's plenty capable of pulling off wins from behind. And Silent grabs his second bonus. So Silent is on a total of +6. Fitz is also on a total of +6, but he was on, +6. Riedl's on +4, Blue Level's on +4, Buns is on +3, and Lena's on +5. So Blue Level doesn't exactly quite have lines on a second bonus. Removes a Buns 2 from the west side of the board and fortifies that western stack of his back to his bonus. Buns bringing out the question marks on that decision from Blue Level. Lena not moving out of the bonus that Riedel seems to be targeting. Lena draws a cannon, has a set on 3, which is exactly what you want to see on fixed. If you have the 10 trade on 3, there's normally not really a case to hang on to it. Yeah, Buns is dead. I'd be surprised if they don't break her. Yeah. So because the other players here might sense a smidge of blood in the water with respect to Buns, since she is south of 15 troops, it's possible that she gets broken. She's not broken, though. Puts her up on 20 troops now. Yeah, they let her recover a little bit there. Had she been broken, she certainly would have been slowly squeezed out of the game. But I don't know. I don't think that's any way to treat the namesake of the tournament that you're in, right? Stable. Yeah, the portals here are stable, Chris. But Buns is going to have to play very carefully. Rolls a 2v1. I'm curious as to the thought process there in rolling that 2v1. Why don't you come here, fella? He's over here on top of stuff saying, "Help me." Ugh. Lena may potentially take the Buns kill, yeah. Oh, you went down? Okay, you can get down. Yep. Silence not breaking her. Doesn't look like Fitz is breaking her. I don't think you're gonna see a player break Buns unless they think they can take the kill. Yeah, Fitz rolls out his stack there, so Riedel's finally able to get his +2. Blue Level moves in and breaks Buns. This is not enough to kill her. But he is going to steal the bonus. Buns yawns in response. So yeah, Blue Level saw Buns' +3 as his second bonus. I think that's what that move was there. But that is going to result in a feed. I don't think there's any reason for Lena not to take the Buns kill at this point. He feeds, Lena gets the kill, fell for Lena's comms. Yep. So yeah, no reason for Lena not to take the Bunz kill here. So unfortunate for Bunz. A combination of bad spawn and bad dice makes her the first one out of game 2. GG to Hotbunz, and well played to Lena Kitty, taking the first bounty of game 2. And potentially the only bounty, but we shall see. Cecil says Lena's game to lose now. I think I'd agree with that. That gives her a card advantage, though because it's fixed, bounties are not worth as much. But when you take a bounty that's fairly cheap like that off of a feed, it's not too shabby. Bounties like that are some of the best ones that you can hope for in a fixed game. And Lena is going to go ahead and finish that bonus. What's that bonus called again? The South Queensland bonus, which is worth +5. So if Lena remains unbroken on all 3 bonuses that she has, next turn she'll be putting an extra 10 troops onto the board. So someone should and probably will break Lena. The question is, who will it be? Riedel goes ahead and takes his +2 and breaks one of Lena's bonuses. So because, and I think Lena is fine with that bonus being broken. If Lena's able to hold a +7, as opposed to the +5 she was on before in total, she wouldn't mind that. Yeah, the screen froze. It should be unfrozen now. Hopefully you guys can see movement. They got to hit Lena's big bonus to take territory from her. Yeah, that's the other thing. Lena is on a lot of territory. So she'll be getting an extra troop or 2 just off of territory count. She has 22. Yeah, okay, so an extra 3 troops off of territory count if they don't beat her back a little bit. Silent takes another territory and breaks another bonus, which puts Lena on +5 only. Lena brings out the question marks, probably thinking that the second break may have been excessive. But yeah, the board is concerned with trimming back Lena's lead just a little bit here. Blue level sets on 3 for the 10 trade. Does he make another aggressive play like he did last turn? Or does he sit and enjoy the spoils of the previous turn? He decides to card skip. Very interesting choice. And fortifies out of the bonus he stole from Bunz. It doesn't appear as though he expects anyone to break it until a run is attempted. Lena trades in. Is about to put 21 troops on the board. We'll see what Lena wants to do here. The board says the board has told her that +5 is enough for you. So we'll see how she responds. Decides to break Riedel's second bonus and remove him from the +2. And also slams his 7-stack, removing all of Riedel's exteriors, going for the Riedel kill here, actually. Can she turn this kill into a run? She's on 38% of the board. Grabs Riedel's 10 trade. GG to Riedel. And well played to Lena Kitty, taking the second bounty of this, once again, fixed 70% game. Still needs to take 25% more of this board, but is only going to have 10 more troops with which she can do it. It's not impossible, but it's certainly tricky. And she's running out of time. breaks silent and fortifies. Interesting. Decides not to go to the run, not to go for the run, just sits on having taken another bounty. Very well played by Lena. So Lena is on 4 bonuses right now. If she manages to hold them all, she'll be on plus 16. But I think it's fair to say that she will not manage to hold them all after that play. And just like that, Silent breaks 2 of them. Takes the bonus that he broke of Lena's last turn, breaks another of Lena's bonuses. We see the thumbs down and the laugh from Lena. So Lena is only on a plus 4. Fitz goes ahead and turns in his 10 trade. Fitz is on 63 troops. This board is fairly open, as Lena has been going around just killing players left and right. Is Fitzhugh going to run it here and take advantage of the open board? No, he does not think he has it. He's just going to take his card and pass. And now we're back at blue level. He's on 61 troops. Did not take a card last turn. Card skipped last turn, so we'll see if he decides to take a card here. And Lena is looking at a 10 set on 3. Very good cards from Lena. Blue level decides to card skip for a second turn. Lena is on 12 troops to put on this turn, plus 10 if she wants it. And whichever card she chooses, she will get a plus 2, looking at where she wants to put that plus 2. Looks like she might have picked Oak Valley. So 22 with the plus 2. This could be enough for her to finish her run. She's still on over 35% of the board. So she needs less than double of what she's currently holding to win this game. I would not be surprised if she attempted the run here. She's going to break blue level. Loses the 3v1 there. I think she needed to win at least one of those. Loses a second 3v1. We see the thumbs down from blue level. But Lena is trying to finish this game this turn. Is on 69 troops, so we see the dab come out. Lena is not getting the best dice here. Apparently, Riedel did not give her the dice that he was using last game. Riedel only gave her his cards. So, I think with average dice there, Lena probably wins that turn, but she unfortunately was getting below average dice. She did do some damage to Silent Legend and blue level, though. So now she's going to get pushed back a little bit here by Silent, but not pushed back too much. I think Silent expects blue level to do a little bit of retaliating. We see a 2v1 roll from Fitz. Is this the 70% run attempt from Fitz? It does appear to be, so Fitz breaks blue level's other bonus and is doing an excellent showcase of what good pathing looks like. Optimal pathing through some green ones and some purple ones. And has his 27 open for the west side of the map. He's on 54% of the board. He should have this. He can portal over to New Zealand if he wants to. Lena has an open South Island. He does. This should be enough for him to clean up the remainder of the board. 62. Rolls. I'm not sure rolling greens 4 there was the right choice. Had he gone south and up and around, he would have had the game, but he might have it anyway. He does have it anyway. GG's and well played to Fitzhugh Hayashi. taking the W in game 2. Wide open board, and Fitz had plenty of troops to open it up. I think Lena should have won that game in terms of her position, but the dice decided not to give it to her. So following game 2, Fitzu Hayashi is on a total of 18 points in addition to the bounty he took in game 1. Riedel still on 15 points, and Lena Kitty, taking 2 bounties in game 2, is on 6 points. And we're going to start getting set up for game 3 here. She should have pathed a bit better, but still bad. Yeah, there's probably a few pathing choices there, but I do think it was mostly due to dice. All right, so we are going to get the third game set up here. Next stop on the Hotbunz World Tour quarterfinal round here is Asia 1800s. This is going to be a world domination game, so no longer playing 70%. We're on Asia 1800s world domination, which means you need 100% of the board instead of just 70%. No fog, no blizzards, no portals, auto placement, progressive cards, so no more fixed. Expert automated bots, a turn timer of 90 seconds, no alliances, and we have balanced blitz dice. All right, we got Bunz once again hosting the game lobby on pink, Fitzu Hayashi on blue, Riedel on white, so we do have a little bit of color switching around here. Silent on purple. Lena Kitty, I believe, wants white. Riedel goes to black. Lena Kitty is going to take white, and blue level still on green. All right, and game 3 is underway, folks. So Fitz, Riedel, and Lena Kitty are on the board. Silent Legend, Hotbunz, and blue level all still enjoying their consolation donuts with one more game and opportunity to put points on the board here. So Silent Legend steals the first seat from Lena Kitty in the first game, or in the third game here. And it looks like Lena Kitty is going to be going last this game. So Silent in the first seat on purple, Fitzu in the second seat on blue, blue level in the third seat on green, Hotbunz in the fourth seat on pink, and Riedel in the fifth seat on black. Lena appears to be waving the white flag. Bunz is waving it right back at her. Either her turn order or her spawn is what she doesn't like. Oh, we do see a surrender or a quit come out. I believe that there may have been a setting error, which has forced the restart here. I'm not sure exactly what the error was. Wrong settings, yeah. Was it because were stable portals on or something? I missed what the setting issue was. Blue level's wondering why everybody quit. Alliances were on. Okay. And Bunz says she quit out because she didn't like her spawn. Alrighty, so as soon as blue level joins back in, We'll get this game fired away. Lena also says that she wasn't too keen on her spawn either. All right, so now game 3 is underway. Okay, we'll see if Lena thinks she has a better spawn this game. Doesn't really have anything on the west side of the board aside from that 5 stack in Tibet. And it's funny. Because we restarted the game, Lena, for the 3rd game in a row, is going to be taking the first seed. Wants to maintain that position down in Southeast Asia. Is going to be taking her card from Tibet. All right, Fitzhugh Hayashi is up in the 2nd seat. Silent appears to be asking Fitz to move out of Japan, I think is what that fist bump was. Fitz, you can fortify that 4 down to the Philippines if he so chooses and allow Silent to take a +2 in Japan. Going to take a card off Riedel. Decides to move into Japan, so Silent will not be getting the Japan +2 this turn. Unless he gets really good dice on a 7v6, but I don't expect Silent will roll that. Yeah, Silent Legend in the 3rd seat on purple. Looks like he is instead requesting that Fitzhugh move out of Mongolia. And now Riedel is up. Riedel has a number of territories over in India, and then 7 troops down in Southeast Asia. He's going to take his card in India. And it looks like he's asking Bunz to move, Bunz or Blue Level to move out of the way so his 5 can migrate north a little bit. Blue Level. I don't think Blue Level has anything in Southeast Asia. He's got that position in Korea, and then the rest of his positions are kind of in the middle of this board. Rolls a 2v1. And appears to be working on the Korea bonus. Sending the fist bump out. Last but not least, we have Bunz in the 6th and final seat. And Blue Level rolled out his 2 so that Bunz could take the +2 in Afghanistan, and is requesting that Bunz roll out her 3 so that he can take the +2 in Korea. So Bunz would be losing 1 more troop than Blue Level, but Blue Level would be getting his bonus on turn 2 as opposed to Bunz getting hers on turn 1. So maybe she takes the deal, maybe not. Well, she is taking the bonus, but does she also roll out her 3? Rolls out a 2, and appears, yes, she is going to roll out her 3. Oh, she is asking Lena to move the 3 out of the way. We'll see how Blue Level responds to the schedule delay there. Lena's thinking about taking Tibet and is likely to move her 4 out of the way so that Bunz can get her 3 out of the way. She's going to hit a Riedel 2. See what the dice look like here. Is not going to hit the Riedel 2. Well, is going to hit the Riedel 2. Loses 1, but takes the Tibet bonus. and then moves into the Philippines. So this game is shaping up to be a bit of a bonus game. We'll see if Fitz decides to move out of Silent's way for Mongolia. He does. So Silent is going to go ahead and take the Mongolia bonus. So let's take a peek at the bonuses on the Asia 1800s map, since this is shaping up to be a bonus game. You have a +2 in Afghanistan, +2 in Korean Peninsula, and a +2 in Japan. Then you have a +3 in Tibet and a +3 in Mongolia. Then you have your +4 in Indochina, a +5 over in India, a +6 down in Southeast Asia, and then a +7 in China. So Riedel appears to be working on the India bonus. Is going to ask Silent to move his 4 out of the way. We'll see if Silent decides to do that. Silent did finish the Mongolia take. So this kind of leaves Fitz as the have-not right now. Fitz does not have a clear line on a bonus unless he wants to roll. Unless he wants to remove Silent from behind him and take the that 4 in Japan. Blue level does not finish Japan off. It is going to give Bunz another opportunity to get her 3 out. So Bunz doing a lot of signaling, saying thanks and hurry up. And moves her 3 out, fortifies it onto her now 13 stack. So going into the third round of turns here, Fitz and Riedel are currently, as well as blue level, they're currently all under 25 troops. And these are the 3 players that do not yet have a bonus. Well, I suppose Silent is also under 23. But Silent's problem is going to be fixed here shortly. Fitzhugh does not seem to be interested in taking Japan, would rather have the kill guard on Silent Legend. Either that or he's not willing to allow Silent to, yeah, his other option would be to just let Silent roll his 4 out, but that would probably take too long. Silent adds to that position and takes a card in India, but doesn't roll out, doesn't roll that position out. So we'll see if Riedel just decides to smack Silence 3 so that he can finally be on bonus. That would be a large bonus for Riedel. Does decide to roll it, only loses a troop. When you're rolling like Riedel is today, a 3 stack is not going to scare you. And blue level is going to finish the Korean Peninsula bonus. Bunz decides to slam and break Silence bonus, takes it from him. Wow, very bold play by Hotbunz there. Puts herself on +5. Very much at the detriment to Silent Legend's game there. That was quite the slam. But yeah, Hotbunz took a world tour right through Silent's bonus. Silent is basically dead now, yeah. Bunz did weaken herself from that, but if she remains unbroken, she'll recover. And because Riedel is on a +5, Bunz may be allowed to hold. And the board may decide that yes, Silent is the first one out. Actually, Silent's probably the first one out regardless, but we'll see what the board does with respect to Bunz's position. I don't think you can break one bonus of Bunz and not break Riedel is the issue there. So Lena, not going to be breaking anybody. Consolidates some troops onto the Philippines. Fitz hits a Riedel 3. Appears to be working on the China bonus. Fitzhugh Hayashi, talk about bold plays this game, decides to take the +7 on this map. So this is the Asia 1800s map, and Fitzhugh Hayashi just took the quote-unquote Asia bonus of the Asia 1800s map. Fortified his kill guard off of Silent Legend, allows Silent to take a bonus. So Silent Legend is on a +2 now after losing his +3. And Riedel, not broken, gets to put an extra 5 troops on the board. We'll see who is okay with Fitzhugh Hayashi holding China. I don't expect that he'll hold it all game, but they may allow him to hold it for a turn or two. Blue level might go for Indochina here with all the bonus taking going on. Nope, decides to move into Southeast Asia. What does he want to do with the fortify here? Fortifies his 3 onto his now 12 stack. Let's see if we, so Bunz made a very bold play last move. Was not, wasn't punished or got any breaks or repercussions from it. Was able to hold her +5 after stealing it from Silent. Lena, content with the +3. Thinking about breaking Fitz's 7. Yep, does not want Fitz to be holding that. Moving all the way through and across. Appears to be either attempting the silent kill or feeding the silent kill. Gets 1 apiece on that 3v1 roll. Is 9v7 going to be enough? 73% dice. Only loses 2. 6v3. 91% gets it. So GG's to Silent Legend. And well played to Lena Kitty, taking the first bounty of Game 3. Very bad luck for Silent Legend there. And Lena Kitty is going to double set from that for a total of 10 troops from trades. Gets the 4 and the 6 set. She might be thinking about going for the Fitz kill here, but I don't think she quite has it. But Fitz is the only one on the board under 20 troops. But now Lena, if Lena is able to hold the Japan territory, then Lena will also be on +5 alongside Riedel and Hotbunz. So Fitz is going to set, takes the 8 trade, and retakes his China bonus. Riedel hanging on to India. Blue level has a monster 25 stack in Southeast Asia and appears to be balancing out his guard over in the Korean Peninsula. Bunz is going to set, take the 12 trade. Real is the only player who went to 5 cards. Blue level also set and got the 10 set. Bunz with a monster 26 stack. The Mongolian horde of Hotbunz just waiting to invade Fitzu Hayashi's poor China bonus there. But has Fitz had enough time to build his Great Wall? I guess we'll find out. I suspect the answer is no. Lena takes a card off of Fitz. The only territories that Fitz has are the ones that he needs to hold the China bonus, which he does get to hold, gets the +7 off China, which considerably helps him get caught up with the rest of the players on the board here. And it looks like he's going to attempt to create a bit of an exterior position. It's not super exterior, but it's something at least. Lena Kitty on 4 cards, but does not have a trade on 4. And Riedel in the 4th seat is going to get the last trade for the first round of trades and set in for 15 troops. So I don't expect that he'll make a kill this turn. Had Fitzu Hayashi been broken, then Riedel may have been able to bag his kill. But because Fitz was able to collect that +7, it doesn't look like Riedel will get a first trade bounty. Takes a quick and easy card and has a big old 37 stack over in India. Blue level decides to break Fitz's bonus. Says you only need that +7 once. Oh, we see Bunz gets really good dice on Fitz there. Is going to go for the Fitz kill here. Loses 7 on that 6, but should still have enough to take the Fitzu Hayashi bounty. Does not need to split here. I don't think... Actually, maybe she does need to split there. My mistake. GG's to Fitzu Hayashi and well played to Hotbunz, taking the second bounty of this game and her first bounty this round. So she's going to set in with the 20 trade from that, I believe. Doesn't really have a kill on anyone else. Yep, is going to end her turn right there. And fortified down to her now 13 stack in Indochina. So Lena Kitty puts +5 on the board, decides to break Riedel. Leaves a 9 parked down there and goes to 5 cards. So Riedel has a Sri Lankan invasion by Lena Kitty there. Does he go and fix that, or does he just break in return? Yep. All right, blue level. Decides to set in on 3 for the 25 trade. The only player that would set blue level in turn is Lena Kitty. He does have a big 25 stack in Southeast Asia, but does need to hit some black if he wants to go for the Lena kill. removes Lena Kitty from one of the positions that she had in Southeast Asia, and leaves his 35 stack back there parked between a couple of Riedel stacks. So Lena, with the 30 set, is either going to attempt the Riedel or the Bunz bounty. It doesn't look like Bunz is setting in turn. You're setting this turn. So Bunz is on 62 troops and 4 cards. Riedel is on 61 troops and 4 cards. Lena, sorry, that's the 30 set that Lena's taking. Can Lena bag either the Riedel or Hotbunz kills? Riedel's kill is going to be tough because he's got a 7 and an 8 stack back in Southeast Asia. But Hotbunz is kind of all in one line. But yeah, probably not. I think you're right, Zareki. Probably not enough troops. She only has 20 troops on both of them, which probably isn't quite enough. Riedel can kill Bunz. Yeah, Riedel probably does sit in to kill Bunz here. Lena ends her turn. All right. Riedel sets in with the 35 set, goes to 99 troops. The only player that would set him in turn is Hotbunz. Can Riedel bag the pink kill here? Big 74 stack. 12 hits the 7. Gets good dice on it. And yeah, Bunz has so much of the board that she's pretty much all in one line. Loses 12 on that 13 stack. Yeah. Okay, does not need to split there. Yeah, you don't need to split going in and out of Taiwan. Okay. For a second, I thought maybe you did. Only loses 6 on that 13. Should have plenty enough to finish the Hotbunz kill here. Is going to hit the 1 and then the 8 and then end on the 3. We do see Bunz yawn. The robot hearts come out, but I don't think that's going to save her. GG's to Hotbunz. And well played to Riedel, taking the 3rd bounty of this game. And coincidentally, that does tie Riedel in points with Fitsu Hayashi for total points acquired this round. But Fitz is out and Riedel is still in, so Riedel could end up passing Fitz this round and appears to be decently lined up to do so. Blue level looking a smidge fishy, but only on 1 card. Fortunately, placement is not going to get you any points. But he is not in a position to kill either of his opponents. And both of his opponents have taken a bounty and have card advantage on him. And also go before him in the turn order. Looks like blue is going to hit some black a little bit. Sorry, blue level is going to hit some black. Of course, black is on most of the board, so with only 3 players left, there's only 2 people to hit. Looks like he takes China. Moves his 32nd Southeast Asia to the west. He's hitting a little bit of Lena now. Decides to break Riedel in Mongolia. Riedel's laughing about it a little bit. Lena is looking at a set on 3. Fitzhugh questioning something. Presumably... Oh! We do see the stack slam from blue level onto Riedel. Very interesting play there. Does Lena decide to trade here and just finish Riedel off? I think blue level is trying to encourage Lena to go for the Riedel kill. That might be blue level's only way back into this game, but Lena might decide to go for blue level here. She could kill either of them if she trades. Looks like she is gonna... she's thinking about it. She does decide to set in turn, or to set this turn. Excuse me. But does she go for Riedel or blue level here? Going for Riedel. Might be trying to bag both and finish the game right here. She may have enough to kill both of them. And GG's to Riedel. Congrats to Lena Kitty's taking the second bounty of this game. And Riedel had a set on 3. Quite fortunate for Lena to take that kill there. And actually, she might have enough to finish the game this turn. GG's to Lena. Yeah, GG blue level taking second, but no bounties. And a well played to Lena taking the last bounty of this game and the W for game 3.